It is almost absurd. The world's most powerful drone brand is now banned from selling drones in its own capital. So today, I came to a DJI store in Beijing to show you what that actually looks like. In Beijing, consumer drones are now basically banned from sale. The drones have been removed from the store. What used to be a place where you could see DJI drones on display is now mostly filled with gimbals, action cameras, and pocket cameras. Recently, DJI released the new Osmo Pocket 4P, so I also walked around and filmed that. Compared to the previous Pocket 4, this new version adds an extra camera and comes with more features, making it more versatile for creators. But interestingly, it also feels like a classic case of limited supply marketing. The store staff told me they only receive around a dozen units every half month, so it is actually quite hard to get one right now. If this video performs well, I might even go all in and buy one from resellers at a higher price, just to test it and bring you better footage. Of course, this is not an ad, I'm not even at that level yet. This is a big change. In the past, Beijing was mainly a no-fly zone. You could still buy a drone even though you couldn't really fly it in most places. But now, in Beijing, it is not just about flying anymore. You basically cannot even buy one in the official stores. Outside Beijing, in many other Chinese cities, people can still buy drones. But buying one does not mean you can actually fly it. In many places, if you want to fly legally, you need to report your flight plan to the relevant government departments in advance. On paper, this sounds like a normal safety rule, but in reality, many drone users say the approval process is very difficult. A lot of requests simply do not get approved. So for many ordinary people, the drone becomes something they can buy but cannot really use. And if you are caught flying a drone without permission, the consequences can be serious. Police can use specialized signal guns to force the drone to land or pull it down. You may face administrative penalties, including fines ranging from about 280 to 2,800 United States dollars, and the drone will be confiscated. In some cases, you can even be detained for 5 to 10 days. If someone illegally modifies a drone or bypasses altitude limits to enter restricted airspace, it can be treated as endangering public safety, even without serious consequences. This can lead to a prison sentence of 3 to 10 years. If it causes injury, death, or major property damage, the punishment can be more than 10 years, life imprisonment, or even the death penalty. That is why some Chinese drone owners have become extremely frustrated. Online, you can see videos of people smashing their drones saying they are done with the hobby. Some people deliberately crash their drones into walls or destroy them on camera, almost like a public goodbye to the whole drone hobby. There are also some very strange workarounds. Some people attach a drone to a long pole and lift it into the air to fake an aerial shot, because the drone itself is not allowed to take off. So technically the drone is in the air, but it is not flying by itself. And then there are even more absurd scenes. Some people take drones camping, not to fly them, but to use the propeller wind to help start a fire. A high-tech flying camera has somehow become a camping fan. But this story is not only about China being strict. To be fair, drones really can be dangerous if they are used without control. Look at the war between Ukraine and Russia. Ukraine has been using drones heavily to strike back at Russia, especially against oil refineries, fuel depots, and other energy infrastructure. These drone attacks have created real pressure inside Russia. Recently, Russia has been facing serious gasoline shortages in many places. In some areas, gasoline is being strictly limited. Many people can only buy around 15 liters after waiting for hours. Some lines stretch for several kilometers. People wait more than 10 hours. And even at night, there are still long lines of cars waiting outside gas stations.
我吹个真儿呢，都他妈看不着加油站的门儿，我操！搁这儿呢，你妈的！
In some videos, people get angry because others cut in line. Some drivers start arguing, and some even fight. The most painful part is that after waiting for so long, some people still end up getting no gasoline at all.
这就是莫斯科呀！几点了？晚上快11点了，还得排队加油啊！
This shows another side of drones for ordinary creators. A drone is a camera. For travelers, it is a tool to capture beautiful landscapes. But in modern warfare, a drone can become a weapon that disrupts fuel supplies, damages infrastructure, and changes daily life far away from the battlefield. And this danger is not only in war zones. In the United States, there have also been alarming drone incidents near major airports. At New York's JFK Airport, a JetBlue passenger flight reported that it may have hit a drone while coming in to land at around 3,000 feet. According to the pilot's radio call, the object hit above the cockpit. The plane landed safely, and later inspections did not find damage, but the incident was serious enough for the Federal Aviation Administration to investigate. On the same day, a helicopter pilot near JFK also reported a close call with a large remote-controlled aircraft. The pilot described it as a big remote-controlled airplane flying at around 500 feet, and just days earlier, a United Airlines pilot near Newark reported that they almost hit a drone during descent. The pilot said the drone was only about 100 feet below the aircraft. So when people say drones need regulation, they are not wrong. A drone near an airport can be extremely dangerous. It could threaten a passenger plane, a helicopter, or hundreds of people in just a few seconds. Drones should not fly near airports. They should not fly over military zones or sensitive areas. They should not be used in a way that endangers public safety.
这是加油站，刚才过去一下站，这第二个加油站。我去。 这边排队了。
But the question is, where should the line be? In Beijing, the line now feels extremely strict. It is no longer just you cannot fly here. It has become you cannot even buy it here. For a city like Beijing, I can understand why the government is cautious. This is the political center of China, with airports, government buildings, military areas, and major public events. From a safety perspective, strict control is not surprising. But as an ordinary person, and as someone who records daily life in China, I still think this level of strictness feels a bit excessive. Drones are not only weapons, they are also creative tools. They are cameras. They are part of modern visual storytelling. The strange thing is that China makes some of the best consumer drones in the world. But in Beijing, the capital city of that same country, ordinary people can no longer easily see them, buy them, or fly them. So today's video is not just about a DJI store. It is about a bigger contradiction in modern China. Advanced technology on one side, extremely strict regulation on the other. Drones are powerful. That is exactly why people love them, and exactly why governments fear them. Maybe drones really should not be allowed to fly everywhere. But should they disappear from normal consumer life completely? I'm Shen, born and raised in Beijing, China. On this channel, I want to show you a side of China that many people overseas have never really seen. Not just the headlines, not just the stereotypes, but real everyday life. I will share food, travel, local stories, ordinary people's lives, social issues, politics, parenting, family activities, and many small moments that show how people actually live here. Your subscription and support mean a lot to me. They help me keep making better videos and sharing more real stories from China. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.